So we all know that God is our comforter, right? But he doesn't necessarily care for us to be comfortable, at least not all the time. Like, if anything, he pushes us to be uncomfortable so that we do certain things, or we can break through certain things, stuff we don't ever really understand. But a lot of the times you will be uncomfortable with what God's doing. But I think that it's important, as people who are followers of Christ, who are children of God, I think it's important for us to create environments that are comfortable, that are welcoming, that are loving, that help draw people in. Because I feel like it's really hard, especially if you're like super introverted, or you're not super bold, you're not super outgoing. Like, I feel like it's hard to do that because you're just kind of stuck in your own little bubble, in your own mind, and your own feelings. You may be insecure, maybe you don't feel bold, you don't feel confident, and I think that it's important that we do try to push out of that and create environments that are welcoming, that are comfortable. Because we're to be a reflection of Christ, we need to be able to be at a place where our kindness, our love, our outgoingness, our boldness is used to draw people in that are lost, new people that we don't know, people that may, your first encounter with them. I think it's important that we create that comfortability for them to be able to step forward and, just be able to be moved by what God's doing. Like, it doesn't look good when you create a hostile environment, or a shy environment, something that there's not a lot of room to do anything in a boxed environment. So I want to encourage you today to push out of your comfort zone and, preach the gospel to somebody. Show somebody love. Show somebody the light of Christ through you, so that way they can see, what God is doing. It's hard for people to see what God has done through people when we aren't moving how God wants us to, how he intended us to. So I encourage you today to strive to make a comfortable environment for people around you. Stay blessed.